Welcome, my fellow twin flamers. Today we're going to do our twin flame reading. We are going to break it down. We're going to do the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So buckle up. This could be quite a ride, especially in the month of May because, we have a lot going on. If you've watched my other readings, we have the Scorpio full moon, total lunar eclipse. And then we have the Gemini new moon, which is, represented by the lovers, and we're in the year of the lovers. So I feel like this month, maybe more than any month, may be important. So let's go ahead and get right into it because, it might be a long reading. I hope you stick around to the end because I feel like that's where truly everything is revealed. So let's get into it. We're going to use a couple different decks. We'll use the Gilded Tarot to clarify. We're going to use the Tarot of Dreams for the Divine Masculine. And then we are going to use the Good Tarot for the Divine Feminine. Alright, but we're going to start with the Masculine. And by the way, you can be either. I often feel I'm in my masculine energy, so you'll know. That's the thing. You'll know. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. A lot of people ask, why is a twin flame journey so difficult? Well, because your twin, it really is like the opposite of you, right? It's the opposite part of your soul, and the journey is to hold a mirror up to each other. And it is so that you can be the best that you can be. You're not shooting for perfection because we'll never reach that. But the best that we can be individually and then together. All right. I don't know if I cut these, so we'll go ahead and give them a cut. I'm going to shuffle for the cards. And let's begin. Just calm your mind. Let go of control. We're going to let it flow. Look at that. Look at that. Right off the bat. Wow. Okay. Wow. We have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Wow. This is a great ace to have because this ace talks about passion along this journey, desire. But it's also the energy of action. Whoever receives this ace, your responsibility is to reach out and grab it, to say yes to this journey. Or the Ace of Wands, beautiful. And then look at this, the Lovers. Wow. I don't know. I don't know what I can say other than I feel like this is being very, very revealing, let's say. So we have the Lovers. The Lovers, the card means a head over heart decision, right? I'm deciding to follow my head or my heart. Well, I can tell you with the Ace of Wands, they're following their heart. They're following their passion. And then we have the King of Cups. Can be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Certainly doesn't have to be. I'll tell you what the King of Cups is, though. He is someone who enjoys being in a relationship. Doesn't mean that they were perfect, their whole lives in a relationship, but maybe they're coming to a place where they truly value, maybe even just being with the right person. Maybe I've been with a lot of wrong people, and now I want you. Let's bring this down a little bit. All right, let's keep going. My plan is to take 6 cards for each side, but we'll see. And then we're also going to look for the synchronicities between the two. This King is looking over to eventually where the Divine Masculine's energy, or the Divine Feminine's energy will be. He's got that Ace of Cups right there. We have the Ten of Pentacles. I'm feeling a couple of things with this. First of all, I feel like even though we do have a water sign here, and listen, it's going to be different for different people. Also, you know, I feel like we carry the energy somewhere in our chart. We carry the energy of everyone, right? Because we're all connected. So anyways, I feel like this Ten of Pentacles talks about wanting to set down roots. This is about, you know what I mean? Like wanting to build a future, a family, my security, our security. I feel like this is someone who, at the end of the day, family is very important to them. Not just at the end of the day. Come on. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles coming under the Lovers. First of all, masculine has two aces. The first one is of his passion, and I'm saying he, but it could be she, of, you know, their passion, their desire, of what? Of the Lovers, of this person. You know, just look at them. They're completely naked, and you know, I mean, it's like I couldn't imagine. Like once it's like once I touch you, I couldn't imagine not being able to touch you again, hold you. Maybe that's the word I should use. So look at this, the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, to me, this Ace of Pentacles means that there's something that's coming into the physical world. This is something manifesting in this lifetime. Can be a person, can be a thing. It's something that's tangible, something you can touch, you can smell. It's interesting too because in a way he looks like Hercules, right? And he's holding up his pentacles, but coming under the Lovers, it's like, you know, holding up the Lovers. All right, let's get our maybe last card. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Look at this, all pentacles in this row. You know what I really like about this is to me the energy of true strength. Now maybe that means strength to get through anything. I do feel like, you know, listen, I feel like twin flames do experience a lot in their lifetimes, and maybe even come into this world quite immature, you know, because it's about finding yourself, the best version of yourself, and each doing that individually. So anyways, we have two kings here. This king, King of Pentacles, is about seeing the big picture of something. So it's like they're finally seeing the big picture within their life. Now, many people say, well, what do they know that they're a twin? I don't know. I don't think that everybody knows that. I especially men. I think there's less men who even know what the twin flame journey is. That's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay. We figure it out as we go. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Well, hello, Queen. So now we do have the Queen and the King matching energy. Again, can be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. It's just matching energy. Like-minded energy. Okay, let's leave that be for a second, and then let's bring in the Divine Feminine. Gives a couple shuffles. This is really when I wish I had a camera over top the cards. But I don't. All right, let's give it a cut. So let's just say now we're looking at the counterpart. Let's go ahead and shuffle. right, we start with the Ten of Cups. This King of Cups is looking right over at that Ten of Cups. Look at this. King of Pentacles made it over to the feminine side. Again, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But it doesn't have to be. Wow, these are just popping out. Interesting. We have the Ten of Swords. So on either side of this king is a 10. One is the Ten of Cups, and one is the Ten of Swords. That tells me that for some of you, you probably already met this person, maybe even had a relationship with this person. It's interesting because these are opposite energies, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Well, let's see what comes under it. Wow. Look at this, the King of Cups. Now, both kings have made it over into the feminine side. This King of Cups is coming right under the Ten of Cups. It's almost like he's saying, don't touch my woman. Like he's talking to this king over here, and he's like, this is my woman. Cards are coming out one by one. All right, we have the Five of Wands. You know what I'm kind of feeling? For some of you, again, I really don't want you to think about the sign so much, but I feel like for some of you, because I feel like this King of Cups, and again, this is the one who, let's forget about water, values relationship, would truly value that Ten of Cups. Not that the King of Pentacles can't value it at the same time, but he is carrying that Ten of Swords, and underneath him is that Five of Wands. Five of Wands is listen, it almost feels like he is a karmic relationship, and you don't want to regret that, because a karmic relationship teaches us a lot, and it is an opportunity to pay back our own karma from either this lifetime or another lifetime. So I feel like this King of Swords could have been quite difficult to do, or Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, could have at one time been quite difficult to deal with. It feels like this is someone who is in their ego a lot, and their ego makes them speak certain words that are not kind. I don't know why I'm being so gentle. I feel like for some of you, it's like you were in a long-term relationship with someone. And listen, at one time, I'm sure there was love, and maybe there still is underlying love. But at the same time, I feel like the conflict is a lot. And I feel like this king here is speaking to this king, which is also here, saying, this is my woman. Now, and I don't mean that in a possessive type of way. I feel like more like protecting, Well, let's keep going. I don't want to think about it. I want it just to come to me. So when my head has to get into it too much, that's when it's time to keep moving. Look at this. We have the Chariot. Wow. This is a beautiful energy for the twins, because the Chariot is about balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And when they find that balance, the Chariot is like the reward to take this anywhere you want to go. There is no limit on this relationship. That doesn't mean everything is easy. Understand that. But I think what it's saying really is some of these past relationships have taught you so much that allowed you to find your own balance. And now the masculine certainly feels like they have found their balance. So the Chariot, first of all, it's under that Ten of Swords, so that tells me that you must have left that Ten of Swords, whether that be this king, again, it can be a queen, but I feel like there is movement away from that. What's mirroring the Chariot is this king. This is the card of Cancer, by the way. The Chariot, I should say that. King, this could be, you know, the King of Cups can be Cancer for some of you. But again, I want you to kind of forget about the signs. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom of the Feminine's deck. Well, we have the Six of Wands. This is the energy of victory. Being successful at something. Interesting, because I just wanted to see what was under, you know, what are you being victorious at? And the first thing I picked up was this, the Messenger of Cups. That's the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is unexpected. It's unexpected love. Think back to every time you found love. You didn't plan it, right? It just happened. It just happens. It happens naturally. And, you know, I feel like it's about allowing things just to happen naturally, right? Like, I'm busy living my life, making, you know, myself and my life the best that I can, right? The best that I can. And in that energy, it's like you're telling the universe, you know what? I'm preparing myself because, listen, you have to have a lot of guts in this type of relationship, because even if you have cleared a lot of energy, there is still a mirror that's going to be held up to you. So what has not been cleared, it will come out. Now, it's meant to. And this is where you see a lot of running and chasing, because, oh man, that mirror comes out and it scares the hell out of me. So I run, right? Or the other one runs. Because they don't understand that mirror. What they're seeing is themselves through you. And vice versa. So anyways, I don't know why I'm going there, other than you really can't plan it. So I thought this was right under the King, I mean under the Six of Wands, but the Four of Cups is actually under it. Four Cups, you know, it asks you to use your own spiritual discernment about something, but it's also the energy of not doing a lot. You know, like I'm daydreaming about something, but I'm not really moving into that energy. Well, Six of Wands tells me different. So this feels like an old energy. And maybe it's because of this night, again, unexpected, starts to get you moving. And whatever this is for, you are victorious in it. Okay. Oh, and there's the King of Swords. Let's just mention him since I just saw him. Can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right. First thing I'm going to do is take a couple cards right between them. Let's connect them that way. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot. Give it a couple shuffles. And one more. Let's give them a cut. Introduce them to all the cards on the table. All right, I'm going to go right down the middle here. We're connecting them. Two of Wands. Here we go. First we had the Ace of Wands, very first card. Now out of this deck, the first card is the Two of Wands. Someone grabbed that ace. Someone said yes to it. Well, we know it was the King or the masculine. But this is now connecting the two of you. It's like both are walking down this path where maybe each of you exist. We have the Empress. Makes perfect sense. Because, to be honest, listen, Do I have to be the Empress to then enter into a twin flame relationship? No. But the Empress is very wise, right? She's learned from her life. She's taken the time to learn, to understand, and to gain the wisdom from it. Like this Ten of Swords. This Empress would never live in that Ten of Swords. She would leave it at the 5. Because she's also true to herself. She knows if I don't nurture me, how can I nurture another? How can I expect another to nurture me if I don't nurture myself? She's very nurturing, but very strong. This is someone who, and this is hard, but this is the truth. This is someone who doesn't allow past relationships or just life to harden their heart. Not the Empress. She's open, and you know why? Because the Empress has also learned how to judge energy, her own and others. Like, I don't feel that anybody can enter into the Empress's energy who's coming in a negative way. She'll know it. So, I love seeing the Empress here. Under this Two of Wands. If nothing else, maybe you don't feel like you're the Empress, but I feel like they do. And then look at this, the Seven of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, first of all, is about patience. It's much like Temperance, right? It's patience first, right? I want to let that fruit ripen before I pick it. Otherwise, it's sour. Maybe some of you had a past relationship with this person and it went sour, so to speak. It was picked too soon. Now, that doesn't mean you're wrong or anything. It just means the universe will readjust. Seven of Pentacles. This is meant to be. This is on your tree of life, on their tree of life. Remember, we're connecting them. 7, beautiful spiritual number. I have goosebumps. Okay. I could just leave it there because I feel like, hello. Before I do that, I want to come over here and I just want to look at this King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, and we have the Four of Wands. So this could have been someone you were married to. Now, this also could be a twin flame. I'm giving this King of Pentacles a bad rap, but he is carrying the Ten of Swords energy and the Five of Wands, which is ego-based. But there's two people in that energy that, it's like other people pulling us into their own drama type of thing. But this is the marriage card. All right, tell me more. Tell me more. Am I giving this king a bad rap for the wrong reason? Well, hello, Tower. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Tower. Interesting. Interesting. Now, for some of you, this King of Pentacles may be your person, right? But I feel like this is also telling us a story. The King of Pentacles, when you think of, now I'm living with the King of Pentacles. I am the Queen of Pentacles. I am Earth, same as Earth. It takes a long time for an Earth sign to learn. Well, I guess it depends maybe on their rising and their moon. But normally it takes them a long time to express in a nurturing way what it is they want to say, right? It's something, and I know this energy myself, it's taken me a while. So anyways, what I'm saying here is I feel like for some, listen, I feel like for some, you're leaving this king. But for others, I feel like there has been a rough time, and there may be also a healing of this. But with the Five of Pentacles here and the Tower, I feel like this king, in some way, delivered you the Tower. Could be the other way around. Almost like I'm willing to take a chance. You know, because, okay, wait a minute. Because now I'm feeling like, for some of you, it may have been you who delivered the Tower, even though you knew it was going to be difficult. But the energy you were in was even more difficult. And I find it interesting because I feel like now this king here, in a way, if this king here, I know it's confusing, if this king here is who I left, because almost like maybe a narcissistic type energy, listen, they may pop up their head again, but then I feel like this king is saying, no. Almost like you had your chance. The Tower puts an end to it. Even if it's not an easy end, it does put an end to it. The Five of Pentacles, it feels like a tower. You know, it's kind of the energy being thrown out into the cold and still having to make it, right? I still have to keep moving. I don't have a choice. Maybe this king, I don't know. Maybe you were sharing like the Ten of Pentacles and then the breakup, you know, boom, there goes half of it. Whatever it is, you know, it's putting a taste in my mouth like this king here for the majority probably isn't the best for you. Now, if this is your king and you're saying, Sandy, it's what I want, then, because I feel like this marriage has probably already happened, or this commitment, and maybe there had been a breakup, and then maybe this king shows up, and this king doesn't like it. Because I feel like in some way, this king is defending you, almost like defending the two of you. Okay, well, let's look at this king. You know, because this king is mirroring the Chariot. And this king has you leaving the Ten of Swords, which is connected to the King of Pentacles. Again, forget about the sign. We have the Six of Cups. That makes sense. So I'm looking at this king. Six of Cups. Well, for many of you, this is someone of your past. Could be past life. But truly, this is about someone, like if I think about them, maybe that's what that Four of Cups right there is, right? The fantasizing, the dreaming, not taking a lot of action in it. Maybe you don't want to take action. Maybe it's their turn. And that's what they're taking. They're the ones that are taking the action, it feels like. So anyways, you know, maybe when I'm stuck in this Ten of Swords, where my mind goes, my fantasies go, are to someone of the past. This is someone that you have cherished memories of. They are connected to your tree of life. I mean, it just couldn't get any clearer. Let's keep going. We have the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Three of Wands. All right. I feel like this king is leaving. This king is coming in. Or queen. Just follow me on that. This king, I feel like when they think of you, they think of you as the Empress. This king, I feel like, has taken full advantage of your generosity and your kind heart. But you stuck it out. Like I stuck it out to the end. You know, it's almost like a Taurus type energy, because Taurus will, you know, Taurus, I mean, a lot will. And Taurus, I'm not picking on you. I think it's a good thing. But it's like if you're in a relationship, you will, you know, you will try everything before you end it. And maybe that's what you did. Now, you don't have to be a Taurus for that. Maybe that's what you did. I don't like the energy this king is carrying. This king. I don't want to say Pentacles because I'm trying not to get you to think just Earth. This king, who I feel is your twin, carries beautiful energy with it. There's nothing heavy with this king. Matter of fact, the king, who's here and here, is next to the lovers. And then the Three of Wands over the Chariot. Three of Wands is moving into it. So, do I feel like this is coming together in the month of May? Maybe. Maybe it's just communication. Maybe it's a reconnection. You know, because I feel like if a reconnection happens, then that's it. You know what I mean? Even if it takes years to come together, it's like, boom, we're connected. I don't mean one's connected and like, you know, then ghost me. No more of that, right? No more of that. Like, if someone doesn't give me the love and respect I deserve as the Empress, then I'm okay on my own. I don't feel that's going to happen, though. I feel like it had happened. All right. Let's come over real quick and I don't know. What do I want to look at? It's like, I don't know. Everything looks so good. Let's look at the Ace of Pentacles that's under the Lovers. Perfect example of energy moving towards you. Well, hello, star. My hopes, my dreams, my wishes. Now, I'm not just dreaming about them. I'm manifesting them. In the star energy, I want to manifest them. I'm not just like, you know how sometimes we get in those daydream modes. I know before I was in my twin, you know, there had been times when my life was like rough with someone else. And in those quiet moments, like every once in a while, I would think about Sam. Nothing major, you know, like I would think about him and wonder, like, I wonder what it would have been if we, you know, we had stayed together. Because we got together when we were 15. But broke up when we were 17. And now we're back together and I mean, we got together, I was what, 58? So, I know nothing is impossible. I didn't expect to get back together. I didn't expect a phone call. None of that. I wasn't even thinking that way. But yet, that's exactly how it happened. Your dreams, your wishes, manifesting them into your world. It's coming right over the Ace of Pentacles. Now, you know, first of all, it's on the Divine Masculine side, so we know it's part of their hopes and wishes. But I also feel it's on this side too. So, I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it there. Hang on one second. Sorry, I just had a knock at the door. Anyway, I forget where I left off. But you know what I think I want to do to really round off this reading is I'm going to bring in Mother Mary. And I'm going to use this for both sides. I don't want you to forget this connection in the middle. It's quite beautiful. Let's give a couple shuffles. Give a cut. And this is for both. Both. Words of wisdom. Look at this. Feminine. Interesting. You know, and I'm taking both. So it's interesting because maybe the masculine is moving into more of you know, when I say feminine type energy, I don't want like the guys to take it wrong. I mean, you know, where love and nurturing and all that. Because remember, women are more ruled by their emotions, right? But that doesn't mean men can't be either. Anyway, feminine. I allow my feminine nature to shine brightly as a valuable part of my identity. Let's read it from the book. I don't know, guys. You know, I know this is not for everyone. And, you know, if you're trusting your intuition, you know. And listen, you can be in different places, right? Like, Maybe this king, he must be thinking, right? He must be at that place. It just feels like it to me. But maybe they're still clearing up here. Anyway, let's read. Mother Mary demonstrates that you can be both feminine and strong. Well, hello, that is the Empress. Her sweet and loving nature is balanced by a clear vision of her duty to God's will. Whether you're a woman or a man, you have a feminine and masculine nature. This card comes to you as a message for you to allow your feminine side to be more present and accessible to others. Your femininity includes virtues such as nurturing, tenderness, sweetness, softness, and gentleness, as well as receptivity and intuition. In fact, in order for you to develop your spiritual gifts, including intuition, it's essential to allow yourself to receive, and that includes divine messages. I don't know, there could have been a more perfect card for this twin flame reading. This is one of my favorites. It's very clear to me. I don't feel like we need to go any further. I feel like, you know, if you're on this journey and this reading's for you, you will find yourself here. Again, this is not about, you know, this is saying, this goes from the Ace to the 2, right? But I feel like at that 2, there is like this connection. Even if we don't physically come together at that moment, I feel like, boom, there's something. I know that experience. I've had it myself. I feel like many times that's why I've had these experiences, so then I could share. I didn't expect it, completely unexpected, but at that moment, my life changed. And I'm only telling you that because that's what this reading feels like. I love you guys. I wish you all the best on this journey. You know, some people like want to be on, like, you know, maybe you're not on a twin flame journey and you think, oh, well then I won't have love. It's not fair. Let me tell you, a soulmate love is a much easier type of love, and it's very loving. So don't regret, right? And listen, some maybe like something doesn't allow us to come together. You know what I mean? And that would be within each other, you know, like that, something within them or something within you. But the bottom line is, if you're on this journey, when the timing is right, the timing is right. You don't need to worry about that. It just, because, you know, some people are like, well, what should I do? Go on and get in a relationship? Well, I don't know. You know, in a way, I say yes, live your life, and then allow these divine blessings to find you. Just be open. That's it. Be open. Keep a positive intention. You know, don't let people treat you like shit. If they are, understand that that is lowering your own energy, you know, which can make the you know, if I'm with someone over here and they really are treating me like shit, but and again, I feel like, you know, some have stayed for a while, but then the Tower does show, like, boom, the breakup of that. A valuable lesson in there. I can't let people do that to me, right? I need to see it. I can feel that. So anyways, I'm not going to put a negative twist on this because I feel like this is quite beautiful. I love that our guides brought immediately out the Ace of Wands and the Lovers in the year of the Lovers. Hello. Sorry about that. I know some of you have headphones on. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you. I thank you. I thank you for, many of you know, I got that new super thanks under my, you know, it's right under the video. Another way to donate if you choose. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for sharing these. Thank you for your beautiful comments. I know it's not an easy journey. I know that. And even being together, you know, there's still ups and downs. But it's like when you make that commitment, because, like, you know, Sam and I have made that commitment to stay together. Well, I mean, not that we actually spoke those words, we just know it. We just know it. So, anyways, I love you guys. I pray that whatever it is that you wish for, if it's the best for you, that it shows. I will see you next time at our table. Bye bye.